Okay, we're now going to look at creating some blocks in our drawing. Now, I'm not going to create blocks of every single object that we've placed on layer 0 because that would take too long. I'm going to show you two examples. I'm going to use the octagonal table here and make that into a block. I'm also going to do the sliding doors here at the reception area. Those are the two that I'm going to do. And then the rest of them I will leave up to you to create as blocks and decide on insertion points for your blocks. So we need to create a block. I don't even need to come out of the Home tab. It's over here on the block panel. I've got Insert Block, but just to the right of it, Create. I click on Create there. It is quite a large dialog box, and you'll notice it obscures pretty much everything that we need to look at. Don't worry about that, because as and when we pick the appropriate functions in the dialog box, it will take us back into the drawing anyway. So the first block that I was going to work on was the octagonal table. So you need to be descriptive with blocks and give them a descriptive name. So this will be a table, and what I would put there is put a dash and then put octagonal. That way people know exactly what that block is. I then need to pick a base point. So here I can set it so I specify the base point on screen, or I can pick an exact point on my table, which is what I'm going to do. I click on pick point, it takes me into the drawing area. Make sure that object snap and object snap tracking are on. Hover over that midpoint there. Hover over that midpoint there. Don't click on them. Come into the center. There's the center of the table. Left click. That is now your insertion point of the table octagonal block. Notice there's no way you could have guessed those X and Y coordinates. Now, the trick here is to select our objects. I'm going to select the objects that I want to make up the block. Well, that's easy. It's only that one object, that one polyline. I left click on it. I then right click on the mouse to confirm, and it takes me back into the dialog box. Notice you get a preview now of your octagonal table block. I'm going to make sure that I convert this particular object to a block in the drawing. So the residual polyline or polygon will disappear and I'll be left with a block. Make sure it scales uniformly in the X and Y direction. Make sure you allow exploding back to the original object. You might want to explode it, change it and make it into a different block. We're working in millimeters, so make sure that millimeters is set there. Do not open it in the block editor. Make sure that's unticked. And then click on OK. That is now a pink block. Look. And it's on the layer points. So I need to click on it. Notice it adopted the current layer, the points layer there, because it was created on layer 0. I now need to change that layer though, because furniture wasn't my current layer at the time. I now hit escape to deselect. Okay? One lovely little trick with blocks though, look. I've got a point down here. I can click on there. Left click on the grip, right click, select move, right click again, select copy. That does a move and copy of that block to that node snap there, left click, enter to finish, hit escape to deselect, delete the sacrificial point. Look how quick and easy that was using content reuse with blocks. Okay, I'm now going to go down here to my layer pull down. And I'm going to select doors as my current layer. My sliding door here is on the 0 layer. I quickly go create block and we'll call it door dash sliding, like so. Pick a point, and the point I'm going to pick is down here, that corner there of the door on the endpoint snap. Left click, select objects again. It's only the one polyline. Left click, right click to confirm. Convert to block. It remembers all the previous settings, you'll notice. So all I've got to do now is click on OK. And as you can see there, that is now a block on the doors layer. I'm going to quickly click on there, click on the grip, and again, right click, move, right click, copy. And I want to copy that to that midpoint snap there. Left click. There's my extra door. Enter to finish. Hit escape to deselect. So there you go. That's how you create blocks using layer 0, and they go onto the current layer. Very quick, very easy.